There we go. We're recording. Hooray.
I mean,
oh, God. My audio's all fucked up again. Fucking Windows. For some reason, once every few days, Windows changes my default microphone level to like 40 when normally it's like at 85. And so the recording volume goes down to like half. And I just, sometimes I notice it in time and sometimes I don't.
that explains it.
Yeah, that explains that one episode you tried to edit where I was really quiet in the beginning and then a normal audio level at the end.
Yeah, I could not figure it out, but I was like, it fixed itself eventually.
Yeah, it's because I was able to catch it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for doing it on Sunday, because Thursday, because Friday was 40K day, which I won, by the way. Good for me.
Nice.
But Thursday, there was a project at work that they just kept, every time I thought it was done, they'd be like, wait, what if we got 3 more dresses? And so I'd go grab the 3, do the PC, ship it out, and then it would be, how about 30 more? It's like, oh my God. And so I was just like, by the time, like, I'm glad we got it done, don't get me wrong. Like, it was very important and it's very good, and so it's just one of those things that, like, by the end of the day, I was just like, all right, can I leave now? Are there no more surprises coming? And then on Friday, when I left work, I told some of the people, I was like, all right, goodbye forever. And then they thought that meant that I quit.
Oh.
And so I was like, no, it's okay. Just goodbye forever until Monday. Goodbye forever is my way of saying I'm not going to look at anything work-related no matter what for the next 48 hours. Which I technically did, but today I went to Barnes & Noble to get the book for our book club, and I was down in Alameda anyway because a friend and I were like, you know what, we should just go to the Bass Pro Shop. That's like a fun thing to do, and we did, and it was fun. We spent like an hour there.
Yeah.
Apparently, the one in Alameda is not that great. I mean, it's a cool store, but it doesn't have any of the fun stuff that the other ones do, other than the like giant aquarium.
Yeah, it's like half the size of the ones that are like out in the country.
Yeah, like my brother was telling me about the one up in Sacramento that he takes his kids to from time to time, and it has like bowling alleys and go-karts and stuff like that. I was like, that'd be cool to see, and whatever. It was fun to see. But anyway, I was in the area anyway, and that's where the Barnes & Noble is. Turns out the Barnes & Noble closed like a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gone now, and so I logged into the work Slack just long enough to say that, I'm going to have to buy the book on Wednesday. That sucks. This Barnes & Noble is gone, so whatever. We're reading a book called Butter. What's it about? Don't know. Butter, I suppose.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, well, unless anyone has any objections, we should get started, huh?
Yeah, we should. Sorry, we started late because it's, time change, and my kids do not understand the concept of the clock changing and why it has to happen. And so they are completely unprepared when it does.
That's fine. I like it, personally. I like the time change. The time did not change for one of us, however.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. It's something I could care 2 shits about before I had kids, and now I don't have opinions on it, but it's a pain in the ass.
Is it 1 hour up in... No, we're on the same time right now, right? Arizona and California?
Yeah,
okay.
now we're in the same.
We have aligned because they're on mountain time, and we've shifted up to mountain time.
Yeah. I just always forget which one. But Nevada is... Oh, but Nevada is on the same... Not
Nevada's
parallel.
on Pacific.
Yeah. It's on Pacific, but also it's to the west, wholly to the west of Arizona also, so never mind.
Yeah.
I sometimes forget... Well, it's like...
Mostly.
I forget this... Huh?
There's like it's like north of here.
Mostly west of it. There's like a line of it that's like above it directly, but whatever.
Let's see what percentage of Nevada is west of Arizona. Let's see if AI can figure this out.
No, AI sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's just like Nevada is due west of Arizona. Yes, that was implied from my question.
That's why, like, look, here's the thing. because here's my peeve with AI in general. If you have the means to ask AI how far west or whatever, or how much of it is north, you also have the means to Google map of Arizona or whatever. You know what I mean? Like map of United States and look at it yourself. You don't need an abominable intelligence to tell you.
I felt like this was an achievable thing for AI to do. Like, what percentage of the land of Nevada is west of Arizona, right? I can look at a map and I could probably ballpark it, right? But AI knows exactly how many square miles are in what part of what state, right? It has all that information from the internet, ostensibly. It should be able to answer that question. It's in plain language. The whole point of AI is that you can ask it plain language questions. But no, it failed miserably.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah. It is fine. We will never use AI. I refuse to use AI. I think it's generative AI for like research stuff and diagnostic stuff for doctors. It's good, and for video games, it's great. But I'm not going to ask. I don't even use Siri. I have that turned off on my all my devices. If I could uninstall it, I would. But no, the best you can do is just turn it off.
How about this? This show promises to never use AI to create content for our listeners.
I mean, we also promise to just never create content.
We're doing that right now.
No.
It's the listeners' part we don't do.
That's true. All right, anyway, welcome to Win Out, Play Outcast, Survivor Podcast on the Night Live Geeks Network, which will never, ever, never, ever, never use AI, and Yakety Cast is back. Hooray. Thank you. We're going to be talking about, I don't know why I said thank you there. We're going to be talking about season 48?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was panicking right now. I was thinking it was 49, but it's 48. Season 48, episode 2, Humble Traits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We said it a couple minutes ago, and I forgot the traits part. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't want to read it this time, so somebody else read it.
Yeah, Brian's reading it.
What? Am I?
Yeah, you are, because I've been with my kids all day, talking nonstop. My throat is shredded. Go.
Let me double check for typos real quick.
Oh, that's not gonna stop me.
Yeah,
Say says she's cool. Okay. Say says she's cool. It's fine. She's not even mad. Really, she's laughing. Actually, it's just great that Mary voted for her, and a single person believes it for a single second in the shortest cold opening ever. I mean, if you're gonna check for like grammar mistakes, I think run-on sentence would probably be one of those things. Anyway, what are you doing, Andy?
He put the wrong name of the tribe in, so I was fixing it so we didn't Ron Burgundy it.
Oh my God.
Steve, I was gonna say it the wrong way.
I know. You're welcome.
Anyway,
see if it compares.
I will say that run-on sentences are a stylistic choice, whereas typing the wrong thing is a typo. Anyway, go on.
See if it compares weird body parts. Meanwhile, on Loggy, Star is busy working herself out of the group, but at least walks away with a Boer advantage. Joe makes himself the Nexus on Loggy and agonizes over actually playing the game. Bula is beset by flies. Thomas, Mitch, and Mary get on a boat and Say is big mad. At the island, these three barely have time to say hello before they have to do a number puzzle. Nothing goes Mary's way today, and she loses her vote. Thomas and Mitch get block of votes. Mitch and Mary tell the truth. Thomas lies. Not trusting Charity, the rest of Siva looks for their advantage, which is found by Kyle and solved by Camilla. A way easier puzzle than the other two. Yeah, what the hell was that all about?
Yeah.
They just had the numbers.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone has trouble with the second phase of the immunity challenge. Loggy figures it out first and gets off to a massive lead that is nearly squandered until is it Eva or Ava? Did we figure that out?
Ava. They said Ava.
Ava. Until Ava subs in for Joe and sinks 3 in a row. Despite a slow start, Siva locks the fuck in, and Mitch shows his superior PE skills, quickly underhanding 5 balls. Joe finishes Loggy off shortly thereafter. Bula doesn't even get to start the last stage because Cedric and Andy's best friend can't figure out phase 2. Cedric falls on his sword and Bula is sad. But he's explicitly not giving up, and Andy's butt is rallying support to snipe Say before she can use her idol. Cedric throws Kevin under the bus and blows up the plan. Now Ploppy is thinking about voting out Kevin. Say wants Kevin but will settle for Mary, and the simple plan is dead. The bit of counsel we see is focused on trust and certainty. Kevin was certain, but he wasn't trusted, and now he's done and dusted.
Ooh, I like that ending. That was flashy.
Yeah. I liked, by the way, I thought that my run-on sentence really encapsulates that internet insincerity where it's like, oh, you're mad? No, I'm not mad. I'm laughing, actually. So.
Yeah.
Yes. She wasn't. She was like, no, it's fine, Mary. It's fine. It's just the game. It's just the game. I'll get you next time, you little bitch.
Yeah. She's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know, it's cool. It's cool. You lied to my face.
Yeah, no. It's
Just
like,
don't
I
say
get
the
it. I
last
get
part. Like, say you said the right things you were supposed to say. Just stop talking a sentence earlier.
Yeah. Okay, Say makes for really good television. She's not a good player.
No.
No.
Which makes me wonder, why are they keeping Say and not Kevin? I think they got rid of Kevin just because... Why did they get rid of Kevin?
They got rid of Kevin because he was, quote, playing too hard, and
Yeah, but
Cedric had already thrown him under the bus. If Cedric... Here's the thing. Say was playing harder than Kevin was. But Cedric likes Say, and so he gave her an out, tell her, you have to play your idol. We're voting for you. Yeah.
I feel like the reality is it's a good play for Cedric and Ploppy for Justin. Justin's his name, right?
Yeah, Justin
because
Ploppy.
Kevin's
But whatever.
Yeah.
It looks like an L.
Kevin's pitch was, let's take out Say with her idol in her pocket, because then they'll put the idol back into play and we can get it, right?
Yeah.
So Cedric and Ploppy kind of got to have their lunch and eat it too, right? They were able to say this is the plan, play your idol, because the plan gets you saved and gets somebody you want out, right? It gets out Kevin, who's gone for you, right? So this way it goes back into play. Say is in their debt, and somebody who's playing really hard is now not a potential liability, right? Like it's solidified their alliance between the three of them, and maybe even brought in Mary a little bit if they go to merge or swap or whatever, right? But they still get to get the idol out, right? They still got her to use the idol, even though she really didn't have to.
No, it was a mistake.
Yeah. I don't think she's going to think she's in their debt, seeing as how it blocked one vote.
That's true,
Yeah.
and she's not really... I don't think that's something she would be considering. I think conceptually it's not a bad plan, but also they're horrible at challenges, and they just got worse. Like,
Yeah. Like, you're right. It's one of those things where conceptually it's a good idea, but then when you look at the context, right, of all of the other stuff going on, you're like, oh yeah, no, this was completely unnecessary. You should have gotten rid of Say. If you were smart, you would have gotten rid of her. And then also, like, hey, you know what? You could use that. Well, I guess you could also use that well, none of these guys are going to get to the final tribal council. But if you got to the final tribal council, you could say, look, I flushed this idol on day 4.
nobody will give a shit.
Yeah, nobody will give a shit. But, I mean, whatever. It's, yeah. It's a feather in your cap, but also, I mean, yeah, it's not enough. Not right away, so, no.
I mean, I think the problem is Cedric couldn't help himself from telling Say.
Yeah.
Right? And I was laughing because he went to her and he was like, how well can you conceal your emotions? I'm like, have you not been on the same beach with this woman? Fucking last night, man.
Yeah. Even, like, in the challenge, it was like, okay, I empathize with her a little bit because I like people who are like this, who are just so excited about something. I forget what she was telling them to do, but she was shouting it, and then she just turns to Mary and says, oh, Mary, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shout. And the reason I like that is because she doesn't like Mary, but also she's not rude enough that she's like, I'm just going to shout and not even notice. Like, nope, I'm going to tell her, I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, she was laughing at Cedric because it's one of the ones where they both have to, like, use a stick to push the buoy and hold it together, and Cedric kept leaning away from it, and it kept falling. And she was like, I can see from here what the problem is, Cedric. It is you.
Yeah.
So then I got a Kevin.
Yeah. Oh. I like that Cedric was able to take responsibility and say, I would understand if you voted me out, but then also didn't give up and was like, hey, let's keep the plan. Let's keep the plans that we were trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It this really has solidified Justin and Cedric, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
just because who else? I don't see Justin talking with Mary that much. I don't see Justin talking with Say that much. Usually we'll see Justin talking with Cedric or Kevin, and now Kevin's gone. So it puts Cedric in a really good place. It's not a bad move for Cedric. You know, 3/4 of the tribe is on his side, and he's able to play between two different sides of that 4-person tribe.
Yeah, but also once they lose another one, I mean, what are they going to do?
Yeah, then they're fucked.
Yeah. We're going to have another situation where it's, Kenzie and Banu and the other ones that were just like so obnoxious.
Yeah, just really,
That
really
tribe.
bad. Yeah.
Again, yeah. Well, like I've said, death spiral. But
Mhm.
hopefully, like the last couple of seasons, they haven't had that death spiral. So I'm just hoping that they learned from it, that it makes better TV when it's not that case. And come next week, there's some sort of shakeup, or they just win a challenge or something.
Yeah.
They really need to stop taking their flint when they lose.
Yeah.
Like, they're already being punished for losing because they're going to lose a player. You don't need to punish them again.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Making it more likely to lose.
I mean,
that's the problem.
I get it that they're trying to be like, well, it's shorter and it's the new era, so you have to earn everything, and there's risk in everything, even there's risk in losing the challenge, right? Like, not only is there a reward, but there's like, I kind of get the thought process of it, but I don't think any of the fans wanted to be so extreme. Like, the deprivation creates misplays, right? Like, you're tired, you're cold, you're hungry, you can't think straight, right? And that's when misplays happen, and that's what makes for good TV, right? Like, oh my god, why the fuck would you do that? Like, it's easy to have that armchair kind of thing from your couch, but you know, you're not tired and deprived of sleep and cold and hungry.
Well,
yeah. I mean, some of it, yeah. But you know, like it creates, like, I get it, but I don't need to see that. Like, the proliferation of shows like Traitors and all these other ones where they don't have to starve their players to get good television. Like, you don't have to starve them and make them cold. Like, kind of just pick one is fine. Like, take the flint but give them rice. I don't know, or the one or the other. You don't have to do both.
Well, I was just about to mention, like, look, the success of a show like Traitors. Sorry to interrupt you, Brian. The success of a show like Traitors, they're in a very classy castle. They have all the food they want, everything they need, and it's still very compelling television. Yeah. You don't need them to lose their flint. Yeah. Sorry, Brian. What were you going to say?
Well, what are they going to do with rice without a flint?
But they maybe would have had rice yesterday. Or if they get their flint, then they can have the rice that night, you know?
Yeah. It should be a temporary setback. Like, you lose your flint until the tribal challenge or whatever. Not tribal challenge. Tribal council is over. By then, you're hungry, you're tired, you're pissed off, everyone's feeling bad. And all right, now you can make some food afterwards. I don't know, something along those lines, or just don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how they used to do it too. Like, if you didn't start a fire or get flint up to a certain point, if you went to tribal, then you got sent back with flint, right? Like, there's fire at tribal, you got to bring fire back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad solution. Bring them back.
Something along those lines, or it's just because it's like we said, like, nobody is trying to lose, you know what I mean? So it's like, you want to have something in there to disincentivize people from doing badly in challenges. I get it. But losing a person is the disincentivization that you need.
Yeah.
Oh no, we also lost our flint, or what? No, that's annoying. And,
yeah.
Although
the punishment is you go to fucking tribal council.
yeah. Oh well, whatever. Beyond that, though, good episode. I felt it was interesting. I always like seeing a challenge. Oh, I'm sorry, not a challenge. I always like seeing where there's a simple plan and somebody fucks it up, and it happens so frequently that the one time last season where they had a simple plan, and they were voting out Rome, I was certain it was gonna backfire somehow, and it didn't, and I was hugely surprised.
To be fair, it did take them a couple tries to get out Rome. Not that like Rome was so resilient, but like, what was her name? The boss lady who kept like keeping him because he was her like little pet boat.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
yeah, I
about, but
can't
I have
remember
no idea who it was.
That
Was it
was
Miss
like a whole
Delaware?
season ago.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Miss
I mean,
Delaware. It was somebody else.
I don't even remember what who won that season, and I remember liking them. Oh wait, Sarah? No, that's not her name.
Fuck, what season
whatever.
was Rome?
No, it was last season. Yeah, Rome was last season.
Rachel won. Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel. That's who it was. Why did I say Sarah? It don't matter. Anyway, yeah, no, I also really enjoyed the number challenge because it looked like it was going to be easy, but then the way that I think it was the way Thomas explained it, because Mitch got it like hella fast.
Yeah.
And then the way that Thomas explained it was, yeah, so I got the first one no problem, but then I solved the second row, and then I just realized, wait, this bottom row's all messed up because now I can't fix it.
Yeah.
And so he had to essentially work backwards again all over. It's like the fact that he got it at all was kind of a surprise.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. And what I like about these puzzles is I want to say the journey and the pros and cons. I feel like the journey's been a really good part of New Era Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because it adds like a thing they're going to go on when they come back. Are they going to tell the truth or not? What advantage they get feels kind of random. They're powerful, but they're not insane. And it's a much better way, I think, to have have advantages and stuff going into the game than just like hiding them under a bench.
Yeah.
Which is still fun. It's still good television.
Making them earn it. Yeah, yeah.
Make them earn it.
Make them earn it.
The puzzles so far have all been like, maybe not all, but a lot of them have been really good. Like this one, it's not like great television necessarily, but I see the puzzle. I can immediately understand the concept of it. Right? And part of me also thinks, I've never played a puzzle like that, and I don't actually know how it would work. It's neat. I like it.
It was funny that the puzzle was easier for people to understand than how you selected someone to go on the journey was.
Yeah.
They were. I mean, I understood it immediately because I am a super genius with a big brain, 9,000 IQ. But that, like, seeing them and they're like, wait. So what's the lowest unique one?
I like how Thomas was like, he threw out a 1 and then he was like really genuinely surprised that he won. Yeah. He was like, "What, are you fucking kidding me?"
I think throwing a 1 is like throwing rock in paper rock scissors. Like, yeah, whatever, it's gonna work, right? I don't want to think about it.
I mean, the thing that didn't happen, that could have happened, right, with this game, is you get a player who just throws 1 every single time.
Yeah, that would be me. Like,
no matter what. And then then the thing becomes like, look, Nick, I'm going to keep throwing 1. You're going to keep throwing 1, right? Eventually something has to change there.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're going to be the one that changes. Well, I'm not going to change it.
I mean, it wasn't an elimination game. Somebody else just would have won if you kept doing that.
No, there were rules for it becoming, like they said that if you did it as many times as needed until you had one person. So none of them needed. Yeah, none of them needed to do it as an elimination thing, but it was elimination.
Yeah, no, you're right. I fucked that.
Yeah,
but say
I don't worry about it.
I like. Say this is how I know there's the key piece of Say's game that's missing is she clearly wins, and then Mary's like, no, that was the practice round, and she gets pissed that none of her guys back her up, right? Like, what the fuck, but she doesn't put 2 and 2 together. Like, that means they're not your guys.
Well, but also Mary said, this is a practice round. We're just practicing, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Like she had mentioned we're gonna practice it once, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
Because-
they agreed. Like she wasn't making that up. Like they were like,
Okay,
yeah, we said it was a
Yeah,
practice
Right,
run.
but
'Cause
none
the
of the
other thing
guys said. I don't know, like whether or not it was practice,
Oh yeah,
right? Like none of the guys stood up for her at all, or said anything to her. They're just like, yeah, say sucks for you. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that clearly means they're not on your side. They're not your guys.
I mean,
Not that
what
they
are they
hate you,
supposed to
but they're
do?
not
Like we
yours.
said, it was practice, but the person I want to win won, so it's not practice anymore. Like what are they gonna do?
plus all of them want to go also
Say-
is the thing.
Yeah.
Like they would like to be the one who has the even if they like Say and they are allied with her, I would rather have an advantage than my ally have an advantage because I won't screw me. I mean, screw me by making a terrible play, but I won't maliciously screw me the way that an ally potentially can. So I get why even if there was some uncertainty about whether it was a trial run or not, I would still be kind of like, yeah, no, we're going to do it again because I mean I didn't win and maybe I'll win this time around.
Yeah, but just you figure one of them would sorry, say she kind of did, mention, but like not even like
Yeah.
the sorry say. They were just kind of like shrugged.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that was the edit. I don't know. But it just kind of like they all just kind of like shrug, like yeah, I guess Mary, yeah, okay,
I feel like the
Well-
edit shows us the essential truth. So even if they were kind of like, whatever, it's showing you that they're not quite on board. So sorry, I cut you off.
But I don't think she deserves one, honestly, because after Mary left, she's just like yelling at them, "You stupid fuck ups! Why didn't you do what I wanted to do? What's wrong with all of you?"
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why they're not on her fucking side, and she hasn't figured that out yet. Which the other one that was kind of uncomfortable was Loggy when Star finds the Beware advantage and brings in literally the entire tribe except for Ava. Like Star.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, I can see why, because Ava had that huge faux pas where she said, I guess we should sit Star because we're the three athletes and you are our two puzzle people. It's like, wait, I am a WNBA player. You're saying I'm not an athlete and
Yeah.
you're saying I'm dumb? I'm like, wait a minute. Like, that's not what Ava meant. But also, Ava is like, 24 and a college student. So she didn't mean that, but that is what my takeaway was. Like, yeah, hell yeah, she's going to be mad. But also in Ava's defense, Star really has from the start kind of been one of those people who's been pushing themselves off a little bit, like a little bit more reserved, kind of like who was it? It was Hunter, that was his name, from Mississippi. That guy who's like, look, I am an introvert. I am not going to be reaching out very much, so
Yeah.
I need you to, like he had the wherewithal to say, I want to play this game. It's going to take me some time to warm up to everyone. Whereas Star hit the beach, and as soon as she could, she was looking for idols and doing all that. And everyone's like, oh, she's playing. We're making friends. We're building bonds and alliances. She is out there on her own. So Ava's not totally wrong, but also that was not the smart thing to say.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a lot of sympathy for Star. There's a certain kind of player too, not just the Hunter thing, but there's a different kind of player who's like sits there or does something and then's like, how come nobody coming to talk to me? Like Star was talking about how nobody really talks to her, right? And then she gets the Beware advantage and she goes around to a bunch of people asking for help and she says, I wrote it down, I'm gaining allies by minute. And it's like, yeah, Star, all you had to do was go out and talk to people. And maybe you felt more empowered to have that conversation because you had something to leverage, right? You have a reason to get them to talk. But your reason to get them to talk is dangerous in this game. And, like, that shouldn't be the catalyst to make you go and start those conversations. There's a certain kind of player who sits there waiting for people to come and talk to them instead of going out and initiating.
A wallflower. They're that meme where there's the guy standing in the corner and everyone's dancing, and then he thinks something. Well, actually, I don't know how the meme goes now I think about it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you know the meme I'm talking about.
Yeah, sitting there like, they don't know how much I spend on keyboards every month or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all these people, they don't know how much how much of a debt I've run up by playing 40K.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, no, you got to actually go out and do the thing, which is odd because like a lot of athletes are very much I got to go out and meet up with my team, make bonds with the team. So it's just very strange that she didn't. But hey, it takes all kinds.
Yeah. Although I did the whole thing with Star and her idol. I don't. Oh, she doesn't have the idol yet. The Beware advantage. Did this is Beware? Or did they get it? No, they got it. They got it.
Yeah.
I didn't learn a whole lot about Star or Joe or Ava, but I did learn a whole lot about Thomas, and I had a bad feeling about Thomas, and this confirmed a lot of it.
Yeah. Oh, actually, come to think of it, no, that she didn't get it yet.
Okay.
Because they're still having trouble with okay. That's the one that's hard, right? Like the other one was simple substitution cipher, and what made it difficult was like, is that a dolphin or a porpoise? Is it a D or is it a P? Whatever, that sort of thing. Yeah. But that one where it's you use the negative to find a letter, like there are apps like that could be a U, it could be an L, I don't know. Like that's where I'm like, yeah, that's not very particularly well done. So yeah, she didn't get hers. But actually, you were talking about Thomas, and the thing is, I like Thomas's idea of just lose it. You know what I mean? It's like that is such a simple solution to this complex problem that like I think if he gets far into this game, I like his odds.
Yeah, it's dangerous though. He's the kind of player that I think is going to make enemies, right? Because he went to start and he's like, "I've been waiting for you to open up," and then he turns around and tells Thomas, "Like we just lose it."
Yeah. Wait,
oh yeah. That's a terrible idea. Just lose it. It's not going to be on you. Like what? Of course it is. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, that's easy. Here's what you do: you put it in your pocket, and you go out into the ocean, and it floats away, and you say, "Oh Jesus, man! Oh no, I thought my thing was buttoned. Oh, I had it in my pocket."
If I'm Star, that still doesn't fly.
Yeah, that's not.
Say, like, I had it. No, here's what you say: you say, "I had it in my pocket. This person came up to me. I wanted to keep it secret from them, so they wanted me to go into the ocean. I was like, all right, fine, we'll go. I'm sure it won't like." It's a professional map. It's not going to get damaged by water, and then it floated away. She's going to be mad, but also what's she going to do? She doesn't have a vote. Like, I really like that idea of it. Like, yeah, you don't have your vote. That's why when it wasn't said, who gave it to Camilla? Who has it on Kavi? Kyle. When Kyle gave it to her, like, she just started doing it because she likes doing puzzles and she likes Kyle. Like, that's how you know that, oh, yeah, okay, Camilla is trustworthy.
Yeah, she said, Kyle trusting me feels like $1 million itself.
Yeah.
I was sad nobody had her for the $1 million dead pool.
Damn,
really it happened in episode 2. Fuck.
Yeah, we had one, though. Maybe that was our bet. I never went back and listened to it, but I was like, I think we had whatever. It don't matter. What I was going to say is I liked that she was doing it and it had the letters as she was saying them, because I was like, oh, it's listen again. Like, I almost wrote in my notes, or like in the notes, like, and it's the same thing it was last time, listen. And she said, and then I tried listening and that didn't work. So then I was like, ooh, enlist. And it's like, oh, shit. So that means that the answer to stars is some anagram of listen and enlist as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be fun to see.
I can't think of what one is, but yeah. Tensile. No, that has 2 E's. God damn it.
I don't know.
Yep.
I'm not good with words. Well, hey, what's your humble trait?
I have a 12-inch cack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My humble trait is that I'm a fat ass.
Actually, sorry. So that's a line from The Wire. It's like, I'm just a humble PI with a big dick, and I'm not that humble. I like that. The bunk.
Brian, you got to remember that line.
Okay.
Actually, here's the sad thing. I don't really have a humble trait. I'm just very, very average in every way, shape, and form. Average height, well, less than average weight, but whatever. Within the margin of error for everything. Yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah. Like I know it's like, oh, my humble trait is I'm too average. Sounds kind of dumb, but it's like, no, you try being average sometimes. It actually is very humbling to be like, yeah, you're not short enough to be a short king. You're not tall enough to be a tall drink of water. You're not. My hair is like light light blondish brown or whatever. So it's not like, oh, I got that blonde surfer dude, or I got yeah, just nothing remarkable. Like that's one good thing though, is like if I commit a crime and there's a lineup, they're gonna be like, God, I don't know.
It's not a humble trait. It's a superpower.
Yeah, superpower. It's
Criminal
hey,
superpower.
they're gonna be like, all right, what does he look like? We'll do a police sketch. He's like 5'9.5". He has short hair. He's got a nose, 2 eyes. Like, okay, well, that describes 80% of the Bay Area. Well, no, actually, it doesn't. But you get my point. Where it's like, aha, I can do all the crimes.
Like you just described me. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I thought that was fun. I like that they're having these conversations with each other, which is kind of neat. It was funny. It was a little bit odd to me that the camera just focused on was it Charity's feet? I believe it was hers.
Yeah.
That must have set the internet ablaze.
Yeah.
What's with? Are they just gonna have one every season now? Some woman with a weird toe. What's with all the weird toe
I
shit?
think it was D before, huh?
Yeah.
That was foreshadowing because she talked about how her giant toe was going to be clutch, and then it was, and then she won $1 million.
That was really great, though. By the way, I gotta say that D's mega toe won her. Good for her. All right. Well, have we got anything? I mean, we should talk about Kevin. Yeah, whatever. I think he was the kind of person he should have gotten to the merge.
Yeah, I feel like it sucks. Like I feel like he was a fine player, right? Like he's social enough. He was talking strategy. He's buff. He's good looking. Like there's not a reason for him to be gone.
Yeah.
Other than say.
Well, and Ploppy. Ploppy was the one who's like, he's not looking to day 6. He's looking to day 26, and it's like, yeah.
Look good for him.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, though. Even as I was saying that, I could actually kind of think about. Yeah, that's right. Because say, like we said, she's not a very good player. You'll get her out next time, probably, because she's going to do something and get rid of her. But Kevin, he is a good player, and maybe you trust him. But again, would you rather have the person the loose cannon that you know is gettable, or the unknown quantity?
Yeah, and I think that's also the flaw in his argument, right? His argument was it was one of greed, right? Like let's get Say out because then it puts her idol back in play and one of us can get it, right? That's a greedy play. What is exactly the same play but shaded differently is saying, hey, look, Say is unpredictable and she's got an idol, and who knows if we get Mary out like she wants, who knows who she's going to use that idol on out of us. Based on whatever emotional thing she does. Like, she's unpredictable. She's emotional. At some point, that idol is going to come around to one of us just as much as it could us using it with her. Like, she's a loose cannon. Let's get rid of the ammo.
It reminded me very much of several seasons ago now, like pre-pandemic, I believe even. Michaela. You remember Michaela? She was, like, out on the beach, and she was, like, doing the math in front of everyone. Like, is who's lined up with who and all that kind of stuff.
That was Millennials versus Gen X.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, she knows what she's doing. We need to get rid of her. And it's like, that's the problem, is Kevin made a really good, smart move, but he made it too early, and that put the target on him. There's English have a phrase where it's the tall poppy that gets cut.
Yeah,
like that's the problem. Tall poppy syndrome got him real good.
Yep.
So, Say is the new Rome? She's gonna stick around because they're like, we can get her whenever we want, and then she's gonna be stuck there until the merge. And the second they get to the merge, everyone else is gonna be like, we're not putting up with that shit.
No, Say's not. Say's a loose cannon and an unpredictable factor, but she's not. I don't feel like she's fucking annoying the way Rome was to Sai, right?
The way Brian described it. The way Brian described it just now is correct in that they're going to try and get rid of her, but then they're always going to find someone else they should get instead. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but you're not saying she's a bully like Rome was. Like,
no, I'm absolutely saying she's a bully, but I don't know where you guys keep thinking she's not. She clearly is one.
Yeah, she's a little. Her emotionality is a screen for her.
I'll put it this way, Rome. This is a complete weird whatever tangent, but Rome is murder in the first degree, which is objectively terrible and awful and bad. Say is manslaughter second degree, which is still bad. You're right. Like, I would not want to play with someone who has an attitude like that, but her attitude in other parts of the game has been a little bit better than his, where he was just lording over everyone all the time. She's telling people what they should do the same way Rome was, but also she isn't chasing them down the way that Rome did to the guy whose name I forget, and just like constantly telling him like, where are you going? Where are you going? I'm going to stand right here. There's no rule that says I can't stay right here. So that's why I think Rome was worse in the bullying sense. So let me rephrase it this way. If Rome had not played, especially just played last season, I would probably be thinking, man, that's Say. She is coming across as a bully. But he really bent he bent the curve. You know what I mean? Like, grade out on a curve. Recency bias, that's the word I'm looking for.
There you go.
Yeah. Like, I'd be like, he's not as bad as he is.
I get that he's definitely worse, but she's also a bully. That's my point.
Maybe. Hey, bully for her. Should we go on to fantasy then?
Yeah, speaking of bullies, I'm going to bully my way to fantasy. We'll do that.
I already...
It's fine. Shut up. We had a movement on the pick a winner vote, or pick a winner bet. Brian had Kevin, so Brian's out of the pick a winner. But Nick, you got some points because you had the How Long Till Idle bet. You said episode 2. Idle came out in episode 2, so you get yourself some points. And we need to rename it. It's the How Long Till an Idle, but it's not a Deadpool. It's an episode number 1. So if an idle comes next episode, Brian said 3. Brian will get points as well. And if it comes in 4, then 4. So it's not How Long Till, but whatever. Regardless, Nick, you said 2. Idle came in episode 2, so you get points for episode 2. Nothing else had anything.
Figures it out.
Yeah. You should say 2 more. Two.
Nothing else had any movement, but we do have our points. So, Nick, you came into the week. No, Brian came into the week last with 7 points. You had Charity, Ava, and Mary. Ava got you 1 point because all she did was survive. Mary got you 3 because she went to Tribal but didn't get voted out. You want to have the players who go to Tribal but don't get voted out because it's kind of like playing with fire. And in this game, fire represents your life, so those are more points. Charity got you 2 points because she won Tribal immunity with her tribe and said the episode title. So that is 6 points for you total onto your 7, giving you 13. Nuki came in the week with 2nd place. You had Camilla, Thomas, and Kevin. Kevin got you 0 for being eliminated. Camilla and Thomas both only got you 1 point each for winning tribal immunity. You did get 3 from that bet, though, so that is 5 onto your 8, also giving you 13. I came into the week with 14 points in first place, and I had Justin, Kyle, and Say. Justin got me 3 because he survived that pre-merge tribal council. Kyle got me 3 because he found himself an idol, plus winning that immunity tribal challenge. So that's 3 more for him. And Say got me 5 because she played her idol, survived a vote, and survived tribal council. So that is 11 onto my 14, giving me 25. I got quite a gap in the early game. I got 25. Nick's got 13. Brian's got 13. Nick, you got to replace Kevin. Who do you want? There's only one Vulu left.
Yeah, what's frustrating is every time so I'm looking at the people's faces so that I can remember who they are. I'm like, I should grab that person, and I look and they're not available. So I was like, I should grab Mitch. Oh, no, Mitch isn't there. I can't grab him. Maybe I'll get Sai because no, she's not around either. Floppy? No. All right, never mind.
Star is available. Star's got a beware advantage in her pocket.
The only Vulu member left is Cedric, and I just don't think that Cedric is going to be... Like, I think Green's going to go again, but I don't think... Well, wait. Yeah, he's not going to get any votes, and he's not going to...
Wait, where is Mitch? Nobody has Mitch.
He's not on the thing.
That's weird.
Why
Yeah,
did
let
you
me
not...
put him on here. Mitch.
All right,
Nobody
give
has
me
Mitch. You can take yourself a Mitch.
I like the cut of Mitch's jib. Yeah, give me a Mitch.
All right, get yourself a Mitch.
How dare you not put him on there?
I know, that was horrendous oversight on my part.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like I said, I just like... Why? I don't know. Like him. Seems like a nice guy.
Well, now there's only one Vulu left. Brian, you have Charity, Ava, and Mary. Do you want to do any swaps?
No.
All right. At this point, do you feel like Mary's going to stick around for more than another episode if Vulu goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would keep her.
Like if I'm Justin and Cedric, and I need to choose between Say and Mary, and Say doesn't have an idol anymore, kind of going with Mary. No.
Well, I feel like Mary is likely to find the new idol.
Yeah. I want to drop Say. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But she has made Jeff laugh, and she has found an idol. If she can some way win a feast before she gets voted out, that's the Christian hat trick, my friend, and I want that.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll keep her. I like Kyle, and Kyle's got an idol now, so I'll keep Kyle. And I love Justin Ploppy. He seems like a great player already. So I guess I'm going to stay with Say. If I drop Say, who would it be for? Maybe Joe on Loggy.
Say what you mean to say.
But Loggy's...
Joe?
Yeah. Loggy's the buff firefighter that Ava's pals with. But I don't feel like Loggy is ever going to tribal council. Pre-merge.
Yeah. My goal, I'll just tell you right now, not my goal, but my idea is I'm going to wait until we get teased a shuffle or a merge, and when that happens, then I'll grab Joe. But
Yeah.
I don't need him right now. I don't think he's going to give me anything.
Yeah, he'll get you 1 point every episode.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm going to grab Mitch because I think his tribe stands a chance at losing, not a high one. And I stand a chance at getting some points with him. But yeah. That's my thought process.
I'm going to stick with Justin Kyle and Say, because even if Say gets voted out, I'm 12 points ahead. I can take that hit. And if she stays in, that's probably 3 more points because they're probably going to tribal again, and she might even say the episode title. So, you know.
Speaking of the episode title, did you give points for the episode title?
Yes, I give them to Charity.
Okay, well, did you give it to Kyle? Because Kyle said it too.
Sure, I'll give it to Kyle. I'll give myself 1 more point. Let's do it.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm honest.
Okay, wait. Okay, but it's never been. It should. Whoever the hell said it first should be the person to get the points.
No, we
It might have been Kyle. I don't know who said it first, but
we have had it in the past where multiple people have said it and multiple people got points. I have.
it doesn't mean it was right then.
No, it is. They said it.
I like Brian. Like we fucked up before. We don't have to keep fucking up.
No. Look. Did they? Here's the thing. Was the episode titled after them, or did they say the episode title?
I guess it is technically. Did they say the episode title?
Yeah. And did they say Humbe Trait?
If they only said it because they're repeating the person who initially made the title, that's pretty lame.
Look, I feel like Nick's logic is flawless in this case. We can review it.
Yeah.
We can review it on a case-by-case basis moving forward.
You can review the tape, but the name we can consider renaming the bet in the next step or in the next season. But right now, I mean, first of all, we're going to forget, so it's not going to matter. Second of all, it says, did they say it? And I ask you, did Kyle say Humbe Trait or not?
I have no idea. Probably.
He did. I distinctly remember him. He was the one that got a little bit like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. No more Humbe Traits.
All right. Well, then I'm 13 points ahead, so even more reason to just hang on with Say.
There may be other people who said it, but I just don't want to look it up. So,
I mean, for all I know, he actually said it first, and I'm screwing myself saying this. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's just leave it flowing then.
yeah, look, as I said, Did he say it? Yes. All right, there you go. You can disagree with what the ruling, or with, you can disagree with the rule, but not with the ruling. There you go. All right, everyone's going to keep their players then? We're all good?
Yep.
Jamin.
All right. Well, then we will get this this show on the road because it's late and it is daylight saving. So we are basically done. We'll talk to everyone next week when we talk about season 48, episode 3. I didn't bother looking at the name. So, man, that would have been cool if I could have remembered the name, but oh well. I barely remember the names of this one. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I can get to bed at a reasonable
Okay.
time.